Aha, Ayehu TV. Mema obi biara akwa abasonko edeba Ayehu TV. Meso say obe subscribe to Ayehu TV, obe like, obe comment. Na wa share your videos ni ede amai. Esan say akosia de new update sonko na mede bi ebedo metiefo. Na ebusiafo ene da yi de ensem abekan yaboboa so enya ensem keto akra. Po Adom aweiy3 ede ensem bi aba monten so efa Cecilia Dapaa ensem ya Cecilia etwagu monten so a obia eche na adwen fa ho na ode analysis bi aba monten so make sure say obe stay tuned to Ayehu TV na wama yakone yakotie nsem a Paul Adom aweiy3 ede aba monten so bi aba
TV3 news earlier today. We have been trying to verify it. It looks like there's no real verification for it. We understand that the OSP has spoken to people. That is not true. It is here. More cash found in Cecilia Dapaa's residence by the Office of the Special Prosecutor. The officials used 5 hours to count the cash. We understand that this is untrue. I don't know. I mean, she's been granted bail. The source is TV3 Midday News. We understand that it's untrue and that the OSP must come out and sort of clarify this one, because this has been going on for a while and we do not know the source of TV3's information. But when we try to search this over the last 2 hours, every signal we are getting, that is not true. So we don't know, but we are getting signals that this is grossly inadequate. So really, I don't know why TV3 since midday have been carrying out this information without quoting anybody. They are not quoting the special prosecutor. They are not quoting the special prosecutor's deputy. They are really not quoting anybody. They are saying this. We checked with sources from the house. They said it's not true. Nobody was here for 5 hours. So, I mean, I don't know. This is not forming part of our editorial presentation tonight, because when we found it, one of our team found it and sent it to us and said that, what about this? And so we decided to look at it. So, yeah, that is the photograph you're seeing of the so-called search in Cecilia Dapaa's house. And this is the outcome of it, published on a very serious network, TV3. We take them very seriously. So we're concerned about fitting this into our conversation, but we are not finding it. So if TV3 have better and further particulars of this matter, they should publish it tomorrow, or if it's not too late tonight, they should publish it so we can see it. Because this story is being debunked from all the sources that we are checking. And we have been told that the special prosecutor himself has spoken to people and he's told them that this is untrue. So I don't know where this is coming from. If people who are listening know TV3 or TV, hey, maybe Captain Smart is watch. Captain Smart, how are you watching? Please, this is your story. Where is it coming from? Please call Captain Smart. You know, he wears dark spectacles in the morning, but that doesn't matter. He's a nice guy. So, but this, please, Captain Smart and his people, verify this story for us so that we can factor it in and then we can all deal with it, isn't it? It's nation building we are all doing. So it doesn't matter whether it's your story. We'll use it and we'll give you the attribution. But for now, we are unable to verify this and therefore we cannot deal with it. Okay, great. All right. So now with that gone away, we are now ready to start the story that you have been waiting for. Great. So this is Cecilia Dapaa's husband. He's over 80 years old. This is Cecilia Dapaa. She's nearly 70 years old. This is Cecilia Dapaa's husband at work as an architect. All right, let's start with the police statement. And then we'll build it from there. Now that we know is it next? Okay, they'll get the police statement for me. Yes, so here is the police statement. So earlier today, after all the drama of the OSP, now we have a second story about the OSP and his activities. And don't take it personal. OSP is my friend. I'm older than him, but I call him senior. Not too long ago, I was in a long conversation with him. So I know him. He's a good guy. He said he's a good guy. What I'm going to talk about has nothing to do with him personally. It has to do with the way the OSP's office operates, and I'll deal with that coming soon. Now, very, very soon. But now let's start with the Cecilia Dapaa story itself. So this is a press release that's signed by Grace Ansa Akrofi, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Director, Public Relations, and it's as follows. Police submit case docket on investigations into a case of stealing reported by Mr. Daniel Osei and Honorable Cecilia Dapaa to the Office of the Attorney General. So the police have submitted a docket. It says, 1, following a case of stealing reported to the police by Mr. Daniel Osei and Honorable Cecilia Dapaa, former Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources, the police initiated investigations into the case, arrested some suspects, recovered some of the stolen items, and arraigned the suspects before court. Okay, police have since forwarded the docket to the Office of the Attorney General and Minister for Justice for review and advice. Grace Ansa Akrofi, Assistant Commissioner of Police, she signed it. Okay, so there are a lot of questions that we'll try and answer tonight. Now, what we are going to do tonight is not against anybody, and it's not in defense of anybody. It's to share with you the facts as has come to us. We will put a connotation on the facts as we are wont to do all the time. And then you can interpret that connotation the way you want. But everything that we're going to tell you here is true. Nothing untrue. Okay. All right. As we have seen, because we have seen the charge sheets on the police. People are asking questions, something like this. Why do you report to the police? Da, da, da. People are even criticizing the president for the kind of statements he released, that it's prejudicial and da, 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 da. Okay. So let's get to the story. So this is the man. Now, let's get to the stolen money or the missing money or whatever it is. Okay. So, no, we won't start with 800, please. Let's start with the lower one. Please. Yes. Okay. So, this is the first amount of money missing. 200,000 United States dollars. It was in a bag, according to the report that was made to the police. And the report that was made to the police is months old. The amendment to the charge sheet occurred on the 20th of July. The story broke in Ghanaian Chronicle on the 21st of July. So, if people are concerned about the amendment of the charge sheet, it was done at the time the story hadn't broke. Since the story broke, Cecilia, Dapaa, and the complainants have not changed any part of the story. And that's very important for us to establish, because we asked them that this charge sheet you are giving to us, which has been amended a few times, has it been amended since the story broke? And they said no. The last amendment occurred on the 20th of July, whereas the story broke on the 21st of July. So since the 21st of July, which is last Friday, no changes have been made onto the charge sheet. And we needed to satisfy ourselves with that, okay, before we get into the story. So we were told that, okay, $200,000 in a bag belonging to Cecilia Dapaa, $200,000 in a bag belonging to Cecilia Dapaa was tampered with. Let's move on. 300,000 euros in a bag belonging to Mr. Osei-Kuffour, Cecilia Dapaa's husband, and her business was also in a bag inside the room. Okay. Jewelry in a container was also in the room, and it was also tampered with. Some of it stolen, some of it brought back, and they don't know, the police don't know how long the stealing took. But it wasn't a one-off stealing. I don't know how you call it, conversion for lawyers or whatever. It wasn't one-off stealing. It was pilfering, stealing small. Mabana comes, take 10,000, gives it. This one come, take 10,000. This one come, and somebody was caught red-handed. That's the story. I mean, that's one people know already. It's in the charge sheet that came out. The guy was caught red-handed. He said, "Oh, me, dear, I just took this one. But yesterday, Mabna took this. He's bought a house in a man here. Mabna says Dauda took this and he's going. Dauda says that this one took this. So that's the way the thing happened. As we say it in pidgin manner, like that. So this is also a box, jewelry. So we've accounted for 300,000 euro belonging to Cecilia Dapaa's husband, 200,000 euro belonging to Cecilia Dapaa herself, and the big one. The big one. This one. $800,000 in a wooden box with a padlock in front of it. $800,000 in a wooden box with a padlock in front of it. Now, the alarm came when the padlock was seen to have been broken. It's not in the safe. All of this was in her house. $800,000 with the padlock in it. Okay. Now let's go and account for the funds one by one, according to what is on the charge sheet as she reported to the police. Okay, let's start. Let's go back. Let's go back and start. Okay, so $200,000 belongs to her. That's what she wrote. It's for me, Cecilia Dapaa. $200,000. Okay, 300,000 euro. It is for my husband. He wrote here. I said it is for me. It's for my work. Okay, and then 800,000. The jewelry is for Cecilia Dapaa as well. 800,000 is for a man. Okay, that's the controversial matter. Now, the 800,000 was reported to the police and described to belong to Cecilia Dapaa's brother. We'll get you the details of who the brother is, what he does, where did he get 800,000 from. We'll get you the details of who the husband is, what he does, where did he get 300,000 from, as is on the charge sheet. And then Cecilia Dapaa, we all know what he does. We can raise the question, Auntie Cici, where did you get your $200,000 from? We can raise that question. We will raise that question tonight. But here, this $800,000 is controversial. Why? Because it doesn't belong to Cecilia Dapaa and her husband. It doesn't belong to them. The $800,000, according to what Cecilia Dapaa wrote to the police, which is in the charge sheet right now as I speak to you, if you get the charge sheet, it is there. And it was written months ago. It is for her brother, who died, unfortunately, at age 60. Before the brother died, she had given this amount of money to their mother, that their mother should keep the money because he was going to use it for an enterprise. I'll show you the brother's profile, and you will see what he does, and then you can understand and you can make your own decision whether he could have $800,000 or not. People in Kumasi know him very, very well. Okay, so that money was given to Cecilia Dapaa's mother before the man died. When the man died, Cecilia Dapaa's mother called her and said, your brother's money, the one he gave me for the purpose of, I'll show you the purpose as I talk the story, for the purpose of XYZ, is still with me. I think I should hand it over to you for safekeeping. So Cecilia took the money with the consent of the other siblings, the consent and concurrence, if you like. With the consent and concurrence of the other siblings, she took the money. Okay. So now the money is with her. Then her mother, who gave her the money, also unfortunately passes. And those who know Cecilia Dapaa know that she had two funerals almost close to each other. Her brother and her mother. Everybody went to Kumasi for it. President was there. Everybody was there. Okay. So when her mother died, this was still with her. And it was given to her with the consent and concurrence of her brothers. So once this was tampered with, how was she going to inform the other brothers that our brother's money that was given to me has been stolen? She was going to suffer a family integrity crisis. Hence the report to the police. That's why she reported to the police. Because this money is not for her. And the family people know that it is with her. So the other brothers also wrote a statement in the charge sheet. They wrote a statement. The other brothers wrote and said, yes, we are aware that this box was given to Cecilia and we are aware of the contents. Because if she didn't do that, how is she going to tell the people that the money that was given to me, my brother's money, is missing? How is she going to, how is she going to deal with that? It's a family integrity issue. Because you live with your husband, your brothers don't live there. And then you come and tell us that the $800,000 is what? Who stole? My brother stole $800,000. Nobody's going to believe it. So it's not all the 800 that was stolen. It's not all that was stolen. But it was broken into by the breaking of the padlock. The seal was broken. So everybody knew that somebody has tampered with this. Now that's why the report was made to the police, so that there will be a public issue. Okay. With that said, let's get to the background of the people. So $200,000 for Cecilia Dapaa, 300,000 euros for her husband, $800,000 for the money that her brother gave to the mother. The mother died and handed it over to her. All right. Let's get to the details. Let's start with her husband's company, Mr. Ben Osekufo. What are we doing? We are trying to get on an investigation to determine whether the source of funds is plausible, whether it is potentially corrupt funds, whether it is potentially stolen money from politics, or whatever it is. Okay, so we are now accounting for 300,000 euro of Cecilia Dapaa's husband, who says the 300,000 euro is for me. He claims it in the charge sheet, in the statement to the police. He claims it. He said it's for me. Okay, how does a man like that come by 300,000 euro? It's not simple to have 300,000 euro. Many of us watching don't have 300,000 euro. If I had 300,000 euro, I will say hallelujah and I'm praying for it, but it will be in the bank.